Representing the 2008 BFA degree candidate is Desiree Stavracos, sorry about your name, of the animation department. Desiree has been on the Dean's List for 8 semesters. Growing up in South Hold, Long Island, she attended a small public high school and graduated with just 50 students in her class. She attended Roger Williams University in Rhode Island in the math and science program, but enjoyed only the art classes, so she transferred to SVA. Desiree, by her own admission, is a workaholic and enjoys involvement with multiple projects. In addition to her job with a staffing agency in Tribeca, Desiree is making a music video with a friend, loves writing, and hopes to do more after graduation. The first member of her family to attend college, she has always entertained a secret desire to give a speech. And today, her mom, stepfather, her dad, stepmother, and friends are here to applaud her dream coming true. Would the Stavracos family please stand? I'm not sure where you are. Right? Congratulations. Right? Desiree, you're on.
Thank you, Marshall Ayersman, President of our college, David Rhodes, Executive Vice President, Anthony Rhodes, Board of Directors, Department Chairs, faculty, administrators, staff of SVA, parents, families, and friends, thank you for attending this ceremony. I like to tell stories. I like to talk, actually. Which probably has something to do with how I found myself up here today. We all know that Bambi's mom was just a drawing of a deer, and that animals don't really talk. Animation dares to ask, though, are we sure? In this way, animation is like all forms of art. It asks its viewer to forget their better instincts and to believe. That a viewer surrenders for a moment to the way artists see the world. Art is a reaction as much as producing it is an action. All of us, the graduating artists in today's class, are subject to the events of our lives, as well as the world around us. We're sensitive creatures. We eternalize, translate, and transcribe. We produce work that represents our relationship with the world, a world seemingly pent on progress, invention, commoditization, and destruction. In a time when information is just a click away, and yet truth is ever elusive, we artists rely on our hearts to guide us. In The Myth of Sisyphus, Albert Camus wrote, "Of all the schools of patience and lucidity, creation is the most effective. It is also staggering evidence of man's soul dignity, the dogged revolt against his condition, perseverance in an effort considered sterile. It calls for daily effort, self-mastery, a precise estimate of the limits of truth, measure, and strength." For Camus, we all live absurd lives of struggle. He believed that our lives are absurd because no matter how we act, we will die. It's a little bleak. It is in the action, though, that lay our salvation. I believe artists act in this way. We are a revolution against time, producing work that will inevitably outlive us. We produce for the sake of expressing, because it is in each of us the undeniable desire to create. It is in this creation that we find freedom. We are only as bound in our art as we are as people. And if we are to believe Camus, then as people, we are infinitely free. We all have something to say. There is, in all of us, a desire for solidarity, communalization, and interpersonal connection. These bonds we make and share, however unspoken they may be, have everything to do with our need to communicate and our method of doing so. Granted, we don't all communicate in the same way, but the desire to do so in the first place is what I feel is universal. We translate our thoughts and feelings into a visual medium for all to see. The resulting work requires no words. Art, in fact, transcends language. Where the spoken word is just another way in which we all are different, art is a breakthrough. It offers a place where all of us can meet on a common ground. Art reminds us that we are all living, feeling beings, and thus binds the world together. We artists are storytellers. As Howard Beckerman once said, stories are about people. It's the character that drives the story, and it's the character that we connect to. It's also impossible to create them without reference. Whether conscious or not, we artists put ourselves in our stories, in our art. I guess you could call this projecting, or maybe it's even narcissism. It's a struggle, though, to put so much of ourselves on the table. To finally come to terms with our creative process is enough, let alone with that starving artist stereotype lingering right overhead. Juxtaposed with the expectation that we produce something original and profound, as well as the fashionable trend that has put a price tag on creation, and we've just scratched the surface of the artist struggle. The past 4 years is sounding like a field trip. At the end of the day, though, profound or vacant, original or tired, dynamic or flat, the artistic pursuit is a noble endeavor. It's an invitation for the world to spend a little time with us, and we hope that they will enjoy it. Members of the class of 2008, as we walk across the stage today, we have all taken it upon ourselves to tell our stories. Precarious, terrifying, and liberating, all at once. May we all look forward to a long life of inspiration and creation. And on behalf of all of us, I thank you, SVA, our teachers, our friends and families. We wouldn't be here without your patience, your support, and for showing us that starving or not, living lives that have been touched by art is all the reward we could ask for. Thank you.